Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And for some reason, we're going to talk about the love life of Tree Trunks.
Because it's Fun Friday.
From Adventure Time. Yeah, we're just having fun today. We're going to do a couple of videos having fun. We talked about the Chun-Li situation over on Jezebel. And now we're going to talk about a ridiculous article on comic book resources.
I got a name for us. Or for this for F's sake Friday.
For F's sake, yeah. FFS
or just
Friday.
F's sake Friday.
Facepalm Friday.
There you go.
So we're going to talk about this interesting
news day again,
interesting
CBR.
article. Yeah, I think CBR is running out of news. Not that they would report actual news if they got it. They wouldn't know what to do with it.
Sometimes they do.
Sometimes they do. But look, the pop culture news is kind of drying up, I think, on some fronts because, theaters have been down, shows have been delayed. So of course, you want to talk about who Tree Trunks is fucking.
Of course you do.
And
who doesn't?
All the people that Tree Trunks has relations with simultaneously.
Do they mention that in there?
Yes, they do.
Oh my god. I'm so glad because I have literally been spending so many years just sitting there like, oh my, I wish someone would clarify this. Oh my god, I've been waiting for this so long.
So Tree Trunks gets more than any other character on Adventure Time. It's time to talk about how this is groundbreaking for polyamorous cartoon characters because that is an orientation.
But don't you know too, it's groundbreaking for old people because apparently you can be old and still
get a lot.
Yeah.
All at the same time because this is what is the most important thing in cartoons right now is who characters are having sex with.
Yes, it has. That's exactly how it's been.
And we're going to talk about that because I don't understand where it came from. I wish I knew.
I don't want to know.
I wish I knew why children's shows are being sexualized and why young adults care about who shriveled old elephant women are screwing.
Well, it's because the lady who voiced her passed away.
Because of course there's no better way to celebrate her life than to talk about Tree Trunks' sex life.
Right,
yeah,
right.
So we're going to talk.
That's what she's known for completely.
Yeah, right. We're going to talk about that because, So this is polyamorous representation.
Mm-hmm.
So, I can't keep a straight face.
There you go.
So before we get into it, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, rants, and interesting videos like this one.
Mm-hmm.
And we do talk about cartoons, animation, comic books, movies, Star Wars, whatever interests us that day. So we've roasted comic book resources on many occasions. A lot of people have. They even have a comic book resource headline generator out there.
And we actually did it and found out some of the headlines it generates as a comedy element are actually real.
So I can't tell if the writers at comic book resources are being serious or not. But
there's a dartboard with ideas, and then they just throw it, and whatever it ends up like. Okay, so we got Adventure Time and sexual orientation. So what are we gonna do this week? Okay, throw it again. What character? Tree Trunks. Okay, no, but we also know the actress passed away.
Yeah, so I didn't know that.
Let's make it instead of celebrating her life and work. Let's talk about the character she played and how she likes to screw everyone.
Yeah, so Polly Lou Livingston. Yeah, she passed away at the age of 91. That's very unfortunate. But what's more important than her passing away at the age of 91?
Is who Tree Trunks was sleeping with.
Yes, Tree Trunks was cartoon.
That was my point. Yes.
Yeah, Tree Trunks was Cartoon Network's first polyamorous character. So
on Adventure Time.
On Adventure Time.
Wait.
Before Steven Universe's Fluorite.
I was gonna say. Okay.
So she was first. So
but wait, the way it reads is Tree Trunks was Cartoon Network's first polyamorous character on Adventure Time.
They might have multiple polyamorous characters. It's hard to tell. Those cartoons that started out for children, yes, they got really sexual.
Always remember, it's for the children.
It's
for the children.
The lasting legacy of Livingston Tree Trunks has brought back memories, including the time she had group sex with a bunch of aliens. Can we take a pause here, a dramatic pause?
Actually, the one you need on this episode should be for Squid King because he watched the whole way through Adventure Time twice. He probably has more insight than I do.
Yeah. So all the character of Fluorite from Steven Universe tends to get credited as Cartoon Network's first polyamorous character. So Fluorite, for those of you who don't know, is this giant caterpillar lady person thing that's made up apparently of a whole bunch of women. And, gems in Steven Universe, because again, we're sexualizing children's cartoons, because that's all we care about.
Right.
Children's cartoons is who's sleeping with who.
That's right.
All of these women are apparently having a relationship together.
Well, they're not supposed to be genderless, except that they are gendered.
That's how they get around the censors. It's basically one big group shebang, and they form this
human centipede.
Human centipede, yes. Yes, you just made it way weirder. Yes, they.
That's basically what it is.
This isn't actually them. I think this is fan art of who they think, but they form a human centipede.
Well, alien centipede. You're not allowed to use them, call them humans, because they're not.
Okay.
Stop speciesing them.
Yeah, so that's the deal. So that makes that human centipede polyamorous, because there's a whole bunch of space ladies that all got together, and they like staying fused in that form at all times. All right. So before that, Tree Trunks was abducted by aliens in High Strangeness.
Yes.
And that was 2017. It begins with Tree Trunks asleep and snoring next to her husband. She was married to Mr. Pig.
Right.
Suddenly, a beam of light shines in their room and an alien creature pops out. The alien wakes up Tree Trunks. Instead of being frightened, she gives the impression she knows the alien. She's reunited with 4 other aliens and a grasshopper-like creature who all take turns kissing her. Again, this is a children's show.
Well, arguably. I would never honestly thought that it was after the first couple seasons.
In a surreal cutaway, we see 5 alien tree trunk hybrid babies. It becomes clear to the viewer that not only is she married to Mr. Pig, but she also has relationships and children with aliens. When she's brought back to her world, she explains what happened to Pig, but he brushes it off as a weird dream. Ironically, Tree Trunks tells Mr. Pig in season 4 it would be indecent for an unmarried couple to live together, yet in season 7, she's revealed to be polyamorous.
Well, that's because they just had writers probably change or something like that.
Well, yeah, season 4, I guess they changed up. I think Adam Muto became the showrunner then, and that's when things got weird. We loved Adventure Time. The first, Squid King and I used to watch it. First, 4 or 5 seasons were great, and after that, it just got freaking weird. It got freaking weird like this. So I guess my thought. Why is everybody constantly worried about who cartoon characters are having sex with?
I don't know. Honestly, and these people get weirdly attached, and it's almost like, oh my God, thank God I've finally been validated by a cartoon show.
Because you're polyamorous? It's not.
Well, no, I'm just saying, that's what I think this is going on, is that they're basically like, whether it be this or the She-Ra stuff or whatever, it's that they get so ridiculously militant about it and, and stuff, because they feel like that validated them. And I'm like, that's kind of sad that your validation needs to come from a cartoon show.
Yeah, and it's young adults. Young adults are the ones that are getting all hung up on this, and I don't understand it, because when I was a kid and a teenager, I never thought about the sex lives of Transformers and G.I. Joe.
And you know what? I can honestly say that none of those, I never needed any of these cartoons to validate me.
No. Because you're awesome enough.
I'm just saying, I never needed any of that to validate me. It's like you validate yourself, and you find friends who, who accept you for who you are. The fact that people are this upset and they need a cartoon show this much is actually kind of sad.
Yeah.
It makes me concerned for them.
It is.
And for their well-being.
It is not healthy to be this invested. I mean, this article I think is just.
Well, no, but it's true, because I've seen it. I've seen it on Twitter, like with the ships on Voltron or She-Ra or this or whatever. And I think on some level, some of the way the shippers are going is because they need the validation. And I've seen them make threats to people.
Oh yeah.
Because they didn't draw them a certain way or whatever. I've seen them literally tell people to kill themselves. Literally, for all that, you're literally killing someone with your opinion. I have literally seen these people tell people to kill themselves because they didn't like that, the way a show is being taken in a sexual way.
We have gotten, I'm going to tell you, the only threats that we've gotten on this channel come from cartoon stands. Mm-hmm. We get them all the time. We do a cartoon video and we make fun of a cartoon they like or whatever for just even.
Or we just question something.
Yeah.
Something silly.
Yeah, and it's just, shits and giggles or whatever. It's a cartoon show. Yeah, whatever. We get so many salty, nasty, threatening emails, and I'm legitimately like, I thought this was gonna be a fun video, but I'm with you. I'm legitimately concerned about the mental health of a lot of adults watching these cartoon shows. That they're that invested in these cartoon shows that it warrants, potentially breaking the law and threatening people and all this other craziness that goes on. Now, the vast majority of fans don't.
Right, and there's a lot of shippers who don't play into the
right.
toxicity bullshit too. So I don't want to label everyone because that wouldn't be fair. But I'm like, if you literally need this cartoon show to validate your choices and how you feel, then I think you need to seek help, because there are people out there that, that will accept you for who you are, and you don't need a cartoon show to make sure that you understand that you are, okay.
Yeah, so I don't even know where else to go with this. I just thought it was the weirdest headline I saw today was
I don't know if it's a sexual orientation so much as it's a
lifestyle choice.
A lifestyle choice
case,
or experience. I mean,
it is an experience.
I'm not an expert, so what do I know? But I'm just
I hope not.
Well, before I met you. No, I'm sorry.
Well, she's I believe Tree Trunks is very, very experienced at this point.
Yeah, it looks that way.
She looks like she's having lots of fun.
I can just hear her voice in my head. Just, oh my God.
Yeah. Okay, so R.I.P. Polly Lou Livingston, who probably wondered what the hell she was reading.
And
I
hope that, people can remember her other things she's done. I'm assuming she's done other things.
Yeah, she has. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up.
Yes.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.